So recently I talked about the 7 women in the Bible who were barren and they had children. I want you to understand that when God makes a promise, when God speaks his word, he always keeps his word. Circumstances can't stop it. Situations, hardship, grief, all the things, even years of waiting, cannot stop the promise of God in your life. When God made a promise, a covenant with Abraham, he said, listen, so shall the stars be, the numbers, the sand. This is what your children are going to look like. You cannot number them. God made a promise that the covenant will come through Isaac. Abraham and Sarah, right? Sarah gave her handmaiden to Abraham and said, listen, have a child with her because basically I'm old. This is not going to happen, right? I'm paraphrasing, but this is what it is. And sometimes we take matters into our own hands and try to help God out. But God is like, I promised you. I promise you. And so what you have to understand, you have to reverence God's word higher than your feelings right now. So now your feelings, your emotions, all of that, they are valid. However, you have to regulate those emotions and feelings through the power of faith and what you heard God say. And some of you, I know, well, what if you don't know if God said it? I don't know if the timing, I don't know if this, I don't know if that. What did he say in his word? If you abide in him and he abides in you, you can ask what you will and it shall be done. It's about knowing what God said. It's about knowing God's word. It's about being in a space where you are comfortable obeying God, listening to God, hearing God, even through the long wait, even through a long time. Please, and don't think I'm being rude, insensitive, or anything of the like, because I was diagnosed with infertility. I had 2 blocked tubes. The doctors told me my only recourse or resource was to do IVF, which I am not opposed to. I signed up twice to do it, and my husband said, absolutely not. Let's wait. So I had to cancel those appointments twice. But in the meantime, God showed me his word. He showed me how faithful he is. There are 7 women in the Bible that did not have children, could not have children, and God opened their womb. Why not you? A lot of times we be like, well, Lord, I don't know if it's going to happen for me. But God is saying today, why not you? Why can't you hang in there just a little bit longer and believe me? Because you heard me. Let's go back to Abraham and Sarah. Sarah heard Abraham's conversation with God. Abraham heard his own conversation with God. You're going to have a child. His name going to be Isaac, and the covenant is going to come through Isaac. And Isaac is going to come through the womb of Sarah. So they ended up having Ishmael by the other woman. But guess what? God said Isaac is still coming. Isaac is still coming. If you are still listening to me, I want you to put in the comments, my Isaac is coming. That's it. Make a declaration today. If you lasted to the end of this video, type in the comments, my Isaac is coming.